Welcome back to the Boneyard podcast, everybody. This is your host, Jared Sheffett, along with my good friend
Artemis Brower.
We're coming to you this week with episode 240. 240.
240.
Big one.
40 shouty.
It is a big one, Artemis. Not a lot to talk about right now, but we got baseball. We got the American Athletic Conference tournament going on, getting started. I guess yesterday. My days are all running together at this point. But yeah, I mean, what's that?
I said, whose isn't?
Whose isn't? Yeah.
We close to the end.
It's been brutal lately.
Yeah, you're just running together.
It's been brutal lately. I'll admit it has been absolutely brutal. But Artie, I have a 5-day weekend ahead of me starting tomorrow.
Tell the people why you have a 5-day weekend coming up.
I'm going to the beach, man. Memorial Day.
Going to the beach on Memorial Day. What else is happening at the beach this Memorial Day weekend?
I mean, I'm probably gonna imbibe. Probably gonna have a couple drinks. That reminds me, I need to pack the jar if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, definitely pack the jar now. Definitely pack the jar.
Look,
I might have to put Savannah on the side though to make sure she gets you nice and toasty. Because you bullshitting with the people right now. Because we are welcoming Jared, one Jared Sheffett, to the 30 Club. He is coming into the 30 Club. The last few days of your 20s, enjoy it. You'll never be there ever again in your life.
Artie, I'll say it's not that I don't mind turning 30. I don't really care like that. It's not that big of a like. It's not like I'm one of those people that's like super upset by it. But no, I mean I'm not. I'm not. I'll say birthdays just aren't my thing.
I know. You said that before. You said that multiple times. You don't like it. It's not your thing. But you should still allow people to celebrate you, Jared. You deserve your flowers while you're here on Earth. Period.
Artie, here's my deal. We're going out to dinner. My for those of you that are interested, my birthday is Saturday, May 24th. I will be turning 30.
Yes, you will.
And already, like, we're going out to dinner. I set some ground rules. You can have cake, but there will be no singing.
Oh yeah,
no singing.
Absolutely, Jared. You better be happy you don't do your birthday with your friends because we would fuck that all up. You're singing, the little hat on top of your head.
Nah.
Yep. Yeah, the whole nine. Look, it would be my mission to embarrass you. My entire mission.
It's not even about embarrassing. I don't. Here's my deal. If you want to do all that, that's fine. Do it on my 78th birthday. That's my one stipulation.
You said this before too.
You can celebrate me all you want on my 78th birthday. And we will throw a party. We will have a shindig. The shine will be flowing. The whiskey will be flowing. Cake will be eaten. We will, yes. 78, we can party.
AKA that's Jared's. I should have been dead, but I'm still here. Birthday party.
Yeah, exactly. that is exactly what that is. The average lifespan of a white man in America is like 77. If I make it to 78, celebrate that. If I don't, pour one out for your boy. That's all I gotta say.
I respect. That's respect.
Like, I don't know. It's something that has come about probably. You know when it started, honestly, Artie? When I turned 21, and we were home from college, May 24th, You're not in college. You're not at school, right? So you come home. I have my birthday. I worked a 12-hour shift the day before my birthday. I worked a 12-hour shift on my birthday, and I worked a 12-hour shift the day after my birthday. And you know what? That's when I realized, hey, I'm an adult now. Birthdays aren't shit.
You chose to work a 12-hour shift on your birthday.
I didn't.
You could have got your birthday off. Nobody would have came up to you and be like, Jared, you're working your birthday. You could have put that time in.
I don't know.
Your birthday off.
Those people at Best Buy were pretty like if they were like, why do you want to take your birthday off? Or why do you want to take the day off? And if I said it's my birthday, I would have got more shit than anything. It's just how they were at store number 158, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Best Buy. I had to be slinging them phones, Artie.
I love it. No, I love birthdays. I'm the exact opposite. I like birthdays more than I like holidays sometimes.
No, I like other people's birthdays. I don't want to be. But believe it or not, Artie, even though I started a podcast, I don't like to be the center of attention. I would rather just, do my own thing, not be bothered.
I got you.
But we've spent 7 minutes long. We've been talking about my birthday for 7 minutes longer than I really wanted to be talking about my birthday.
I had to shout you out, brother. Had to do it.
I appreciate it. Maybe the Pirates can pull off a miracle this weekend and be the team of destiny.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the true birthday gift for your boy. That would be the true. I will accept that birthday gift. I don't do gifts. I don't do singing. Don't do either of those. But I will take a Pirate victory this weekend. I will take that all day long. All right, Artie. Let's get into it. Do you have a 40 for me?
I do have a 40 for you for this week. It's NBA playoffs. It's also NHL playoffs, right? Canes in the Eastern Conference Finals, by the way. We'll probably touch on that later. But my 40 for the week is one Rain Man, Sean Kemp, OG, part of that Seattle Supersonics team back in the day. Went to the finals with the Supersonics back in '96. Also played for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Trailblazers, the Magic. He's part of that dynamic duo with him and the glove, Gary Payton. NBA All-Star, 6-time NBA All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, and one of the best dunkers in the history of the game. If you don't believe me, look up YouTube videos of Sean Kemp dunking the basketball, and it is phenomenal. So that is my 40 for the week. The Rain Man, Sean Kemp.
There you go. I'm gonna go similar. I'm going hockey though. Honestly, one of the more underrated 1,000 game play 960 point guys ever. This is a guy that like you knew about him. They talked about him. He wasn't a superstar, but he really should have been. It's kind of weird because like I remember him, but I don't remember ever like being afraid of like the Hurricanes playing him. And when I say afraid, you know what I mean? Like this guy's gonna absolutely like destroy my team tonight.
He's gonna do his thing, no matter.
But like he was damn near a point per game player over a 1,000 game career. Like I said, played 1,082 games, 960 points, a plus minus of 160, which means he was on the ice 160 more goals for than against over the course of his career. As a center, playing over the course of 15 years in the NHL. Mine is none other than one-time Stanley Cup champion, 2007, 2008 Conn Smythe Award winner, one-time All-Star, and the Clancy Award, King Clancy Memorial Trophy Award winner in 2014, 2015, none other than Henrik Zetterberg of the Detroit Red Wings. Played all 15 years for the Red Wings. So
It's a rarity
yeah.
nowadays. Whole career, especially that long. That's a
mean,
long career. One team.
Yeah, he came into the league at 22, the year after the Red Wings beat the Hurricanes. Did I say 2022? 2002. 2002, 2003, that season. Yeah, I mean, played up until 2017, 2018. I mean, just an all around, like, was always getting votes for the Selke, which is like the best defensive forward. Also getting votes for the Lady Byng trophy, which is like the most gentlemanly hockey player, or the or like the man, like kind of like similar to, it's the NHL's like Walter Payton Man of the Year award,
Okay, gotcha.
similar to that. But yeah, that's mine, Henrik Zetterberg.
Like it.
All right, Artie. Let's jump right into it. Like I said at the top of the show, we don't have a ton to talk about. Nothing like really pressing right now. But ECU baseball, they get to Clearwater, and they do what they do when they get to Clearwater. They won their first game. I mean, they beat USF, and honestly, it didn't seem close at all. It felt like they had the game in hand pretty early. We're able to save Ethan Norby a little bit at the back half of the game. Maybe give him an opportunity to come back out. I doubt he gets used tomorrow. Maybe he does, but I think you're going to save him until you have an elimination game. Artie, how are we feeling about this this American Athletic Conference baseball tournament?
I mean, look, it was a solid opener, right? Solid opener. You beat South Florida, obviously 9-4, and obviously you're going in. We got this matchup against Charlotte, I believe, next. You gotta win the conference. That's where we're at. This is where we're at in terms of where we stand as far as continuing our postseason run. We're a game under 500 in the conference. That's how we finished, a game under 500. But that's a solid start. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to make some magical run. I still don't necessarily feel that in my bones, but I like to see the fight, and I like to see that we went out and we said, okay, no, we're still ECU. We're still the class of this conference. When we need to and want to, we're going to still show up and fight. We're still going to show you who we are. So it was a good opener. I'll say that.
My thoughts, as far as being hopeful that we win the tournament, I'm optimistic, but I know what is probably going to happen. What I would like to see this week, Artie, I would like to see this team win a couple games, scratch and claw, battle, get into the thick of it, see their season like be on the brink of like being over, and have these young guys scrap and claw. I'm not saying they have to win it, but I want to see them fight tooth and nail all weekend for it.
Right. Just have them know what it feels like to have to play some postseason baseball and to win some postseason baseball, but to also probably feel that pain, that agony of losing some postseason baseball. I mean, this has been the ultimate up and down. 30 and 25 is the ultimate back and forth, up and down season, right? And that's what we're feeling. 13 and 14 in conference. So it's likely going to end the way we think it's going to end, the way it's been all season long. But I agree with you. Have these young guys know what it feels like to win some postseason baseball. Maybe also like understand what it feels like to lose some postseason baseball coming back in the next season. Now, if they go on a run, they go on a run, right? But I don't think that happens.
If they go on a run and they've just been toying with teams all year long, letting them like saying, hey, like for whatever reason.
No, that would piss me off. Look, if ECU goes on a run and somehow gets to a regional, which again, I don't see this happening, but that would kind of piss me off.
What if they just play better when the lights are bright?
We've been that program though. We've been that pro. We've been that. Like we're already established as a team that should play at its lowest, its middle, its high. Like that's no. I will be pissed if they just so happen to go on a run now and be like, okay, what the hell was this all season long? I'd be happy, but I'd be pissed.
I have just this like you. Once again, Artie, remember, I'm the most pessimistic person in ECU media.
That's what they told you. That's what they said.
That's what somebody said about me. No, I've got this like I know that it's probably not going to happen, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, what if? What if? Don't let these boys get hot.
I am way more pessimist than you. I am always saying, nah, they probably ain't gonna do it. Jared is always at the end of the day, Jared's like, yeah, we're probably not gonna do it. But you know what? We can do it. I'm gonna put my stamp down. The ECU's gonna do it. That's how you've always been. So I'm way more pessimist.
I'm a believer. Do you believe? Do you even believe? I believe. Josh, I see you cracking up back there. Welcome back to the Boneyard podcast, my boy. Come on in, boy.
Thank you. Appreciate the welcome.
We missed you. Darius did a fine job holding it down on the back end. But Josh, you got it in the notes. I've tried looking at this damn bracket for 15 minutes, and my mind can just not compute. It just doesn't compute. I'm gonna say whoever designed this bracket, this is my walk to plank. You can do better than this graphic.
I mean, it works though. It works.
It works. It works. But it works like I'm not even gonna say that.
This is something a 19-year-old intern would do. This is not something that's hard to do. This is on the official website. This is what an intern did. When I look at this bracket, that's all. I don't feel like someone established that's been working 10, 15 years with these things have done. This is a 19-year-old intern.
This looks like somebody that was like messing or they probably did it and like Google Docs or on a Google like a PowerPoint, and then they were like, "Oh shit, we're supposed to put these like we're supposed to like have these like connected somehow." I don't know. This is a terrible look. This is my walk the plank because like I looked at this and I was like, Game 10. I was like that meme of like science and then all those numbers and letters swirling around my head.
Yeah. But to help decode this, all right. ECU was number 6 seed, beat the number 3 seed. All right. So that puts ECU as the winner of game 4 right here. Winner of game 4. So we're playing Thursday.
47 minutes after
game 7. All right, so we're in game 8 now.
Yeah,
playing the winner of game 3, which was Charlotte.
See,
so
Charlotte
next.
All you had to do was take a little line and put it right there.
You could have just that one would have worked. I'm not sure all of them would have worked that way, but this would have been the winner's bracket right here.
The top 2 would have worked. The bottom 2 would have worked. And then you have a loser's bracket below.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And I know it works for the American Athletic Conference baseball tournament because they've done it before.
It also has a fluid live bracket. Like you're updating the bracket as it goes. It's fluid. It's kind of,
This is like what you would see at an AAU tournament.
Yeah. No. That's a very yes. Like just like high school wrestling, and I mean, seeing your lineups and shit. You was facing when they had a Saturday
What
tournament. Yes.
What I want to see, the new trend of like, oh, we got to slap our name on the wall. Put this with a bunch of athletes up there trying to figure out where their name's supposed to go. And then what you should do is make the loser slap their name on the loser bracket.
All right. So then we've got this gives us Charlotte, right? So that's our next game is against Charlotte. Then we go on. Oh, what happened? It disappeared.
Oh no.
It's okay. We'll bring it back. Then ECU would go on to play in this game as the winner.
Which game is that? Because
This is game 12. So that'd be the winner of game 8 down here.
yeah,
Right? Winner of game 8. And
Sorry.
then winner of game 10.
yeah, okay.
Okay. But game 10. So if
ECU wins, they don't play on Friday. If they lose, they play on Friday, have to stave off elimination.
yes.
If they win on Friday, then they will play as the game 10 winner against the team that won game 8, which is the game that ECU will be playing tomorrow.
Yes.
So if ECU beats Charlotte tomorrow, they're into Saturday, and they just have to beat Charlotte once. If they lose tomorrow, then they have to play the winner of game 12, which is the winner of game 8 and game 6. This is all convoluted. Why don't they have a live bracket?
Yeah.
Live bracket was solved.
Jesus Christ. And like, I don't think they've even posted one on their social media account. Like, at least update that.
Yeah.
And don't tell me you don't have the budget to do it. You guys aren't that broke. You got the budget. I understand we're not the SEC. But you got the budget to do that.
Basically, though, the winning that first game has set us up to basically if we don't win tomorrow,
there is a bracket.
There is an updated bracket.
I believe. Okay, no. Yes, there is a bracket. Yes, there's an updated bracket. Josh, I am sending this to you right now. We should have done our due diligence.
Hey, I looked it up. That's what they gave me.
I just texted it to you. Why can't you do this?
Oh yeah, that one.
Like how hard is it to do this on your on here? Whatever. I digress. So ECU will play Charlotte. If they beat Charlotte, then Charlotte will play South Florida in an elimination game on Friday. South Florida is in on the loser bracket on our side. And so South Florida beats Charlotte, then ECU will play them or whoever.
Yep.
So there you go.
Basically, if ECU loses, though, we have to play Charlotte twice if we make it to Saturday.
Right.
They would be unblemished.
Yeah, you have to win. If you lose tomorrow and you win Friday, then you have to win both games on Saturday.
Twice against the same team.
Yep.
Both times as the away team.
Let me tell you right now. let me tell you. Is it both times as the away team?
Yes, the lower seed is always the home team in the American tournament.
Is that new?
That's what I saw on the website. I don't know if it's
that must be new because I feel like there's been times where there's been a coin flip. in the championship game. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I know that there's been times that ECU fans have been pissed off about it.
Mm.
Maybe I'm just thinking about the regional. It should always be that way, though. Always be that way.
It should.
All right. Wichita State and Rice have already been sent packing. So
Eliminated.
those are ECU is currently the lowest seed still in the tournament. 7 and 8 have already been sent home.
That's wild. ECU lowest seed remaining in the tournament is a wild statement.
I mean, we're used to it when we win it, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just, and you've had a couple of upsets. I mean, I don't know if you call the 5 seed over the 4 seed an upset, but the 6 seed over a 3 seed, it's kind of one. This is where is this? Put that on the website.
That's what needs to be on the official website. Yes, that's the actual bracket.
Somebody call up Tim Pernetti.
I'm not sure why my computer keeps taking these down.
I don't know. I feel like we've talked.
Are we getting flagged on YouTube or something?
No, surely not.
Surely not.
Not
surely the American is not walking the plank.
Surely the American has better things to do than flag us.
Boneyard
showing podcast. Their shitty bracket.
We're trying to promote them. Exactly. We're trying to help them.
Trying to promote them.
That can't be it.
Could be on here talking shit about you.
We were talking before we came on. All of our laptops probably need to be upgraded. So, all right. What Josh? What we got next?
All right. Next up, we've got. Hold on. Let me close out of these screens. We've got the ECU women's soccer team schedule was released this week or earlier this week, last week. Pretty good slate of games. Some of the highlights, some of the key matchups. We have a home matchup against NC State, which I believe they stole our coach, right? Like that's
they
what
did.
Happened.
They did.
Yep.
So August 17th. Make sure you guys are there.
After he beat them last year.
Revenge game.
So hey. And then we got 2 good on the road games against App State and Coastal, keeping it pretty local. So I think those are pretty good matchups. I wanted to highlight that the Memphis home game on October 19th, which is a Sunday, will be senior day. And the last home game of the season is a Thursday, October 30th game against Charlotte. Blackout, trick or treat. Make sure you bring the kids to a Thursday night trick or treat. Tell them that was the trick or treat, so you don't have to do anything on Friday and the rest of the weekend.
Absolutely. Is Halloween on a Friday?
Yeah, it's on Friday the 31st.
Start drinking water now, kids. Start drinking water now. Hydrate.
And remember, folks, we don't have a home football game until November 8th on a Saturday.
Hydrate.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Now, set a timer every 20 minutes, take a sip of water between now and Friday, October 31st.
Friday, Halloween. Boy, that's going to be some shenanigans.
That was probably the best year of college when Halloween was on a Friday.
That's going to be some shenanigans. Woo.
I cannot.
We know what it is.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think. I know we had it on a Thursday.
Yeah, we definitely had our one or two of our Halloweens on a weekend. I mean, that's the whole reason why we made national news for turning buses over and shit.
God, I'll never forget that. I'm looking. So already 2013. It was a Thursday. 2014. That must mean 2014 was a Friday. which was also the year of the Riverwalk.
Yeah. Was there? Saw it live.
Yeah. People
Was
have
there.
asked me because Artie and I were there. We were together. Artie and I were there together. And it was seriously like a mob mentality. We were there. It was
kind of scary. It really wasn't even all that fun. It was like, okay,
here's what happened. For those of you that may not have been there or may not know exactly how it happened, everybody went to Riverwalk. Every house had about 2 or 3 kegs. I think we had 3 or 4 kegs underneath this house. And it just seemed all the alcohol in the entire apartment complex ran out at the same exact time. Literally at the same exact time. And so everybody starts walking to the grid, which is what we were doing. We were walking back to the fraternity house. And all of a sudden, like, I turned to go left because that's the way we needed to go home. And I turn around and nobody's behind me. Everybody's congregating by this light pole, by this stop sign, and shit's just going down. And I go back to see Artie. I go back to see our boys. And I'm like, yo, let's get out of here. Nobody's going. I don't know where you were, Artie. I just know you weren't with me.
I was in there somewhere. I was in there somewhere. Who was I with? I don't even remember who I was with.
I remember this one kid tried to. He was dressed up as Zorro. You know those like switches, like those things that you turn the blinds.
Yeah,
like, he had one of those as his sword, and he was dressed up as Zorro. He tried to hit me with it. I didn't do anything to this man. And shout out Dub D, West Deptford native, Joseph Pinto, snapping that thing over his knee and throwing it in the guy's face. That's a ride or die right there. Joey Pinto, shout out, longtime friend of the podcast.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That was a night.
Halloween on a Friday.
Get ready, kids. Be safe. No, just be safe.
Get ready.
Safe. Have fun.
Look, I don't think I ever actually got drunk on Halloween.
You had to be diligent. You had to be diligent on ECU Halloweens.
Yes.
Yeah. We always did our stuff on the weeks leading up. Maybe I shouldn't say that. ALE, if you're listening, we didn't party for nobody parties at ECU.
Scholars, road scholars at that.
No, I'm telling you. Can this soccer team repeat? I think so. You lost quite a bit.
You also lost the leadership too. I mean, the coaching does go a long way. So,
yeah, but I think the culture's there.
Hopefully.
I'm calling it. Going back to back. No Drake.
Do you think that ECU baseball, the only reason why they weren't even worse is because of the established culture? Because honestly, I don't even think that any part of the team culture could have even helped this team.
I think from the leadership, as far as like Cliff Godwin, I think that he kept them in the fight all season. Mm-hmm. Now, and we're not in the business of calling out individual players. There are players that are playing out of position and have been all year because you're missing major pieces of your roster. Not to mention those pieces that you do have. You have a lot of freshmen and a lot of guys that haven't played. So All I hope, and this is how you know if somebody has a championship mentality. If they hate to lose more than they love to win, that's a champion. And I'm hoping every single one of those guys in that locker room has absolutely hated this year.
And what I'll add to that, with a lesser coach, or I think the program might be in shambles, right? I think the program might be with the current NIL, with current college athletics. But to me, Cliff Godwin is someone who can go anywhere in the country and be successful if he really wants to be. And so having that gives me peace of mind, gives me stability with this program going forward. Because I understand that the college landscape is moving in a way that's not beneficial to schools like us. But we got Cliff Godwin. And if he remains, I feel okay.
We do. And Cliff we trust. But Cliff is not the only one that we have to trust these days. We need to start trusting Kelly Ufodiyama, who is the first person ever to win the American Athletic Conference Most Valuable Performer and Freshman of the Year in both the indoor and outdoor track and field championships.
Doing that thing.
I mean, we've had some very stellar track and field athletes over the past few years, and Kelly is just another extension of that lineage, and she's just a freshman. Please transfer portal, leave her be. Let her stay.
That's the thing.
People have Texas, so one of these other schools come knocking. Like, please stay.
Off to Oregon to not even be on their starting line. Like,
that's the thing about track and field, though. Like that, and then quite possibly like swim and dive. Like it's not as big of a deal. Like people aren't entering the transfer portal for that notoriety. Like if you're good, it's maybe the one sport where like if you're the best, like you're gonna get noticed
because it's more of an individual type of sport.
Right,
you are what you are. Like you're just good, not like
you're running against others, but if your time in the 100 is better than everybody else's time in the country in the 100, but you go to, I don't know, bumfuck you in the middle of nowhere, you're still going to be competing for an NCAA championship. So,
I mean, I think
in the 100, which is absurd, by the way. I just want to point that out. 11.38 is absurd in the 100.
11.38, 22.69 in the 200.
Yeah, like I'd never sniffed 22.69 in the 200. So.
That is wild. That is wild. But we also had some other performers, some other podium folks. Shaquille DeCrest, excuse me for the last name, in the discus, placed third in the men's through a 55.29 meters, which is 181 feet for you Americans out there. And Jocelyn Pringle on the women's side took gold in the hammer, throwing a 58.11 meter, which is 190 feet, 7 inches. So very good performances all around at EC track and field. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's depth or what, but like we came in the last place in the men's team and came in like not top 5 in the women's team. We had some great performers, but like I don't know. I'm not sure if we have the depth.
It probably has. It probably has a lot to do with because it's based on points, right? Like
right.
And so if you don't have somebody running in the finals for every single event, then you're not scoring points, right? So you may have had Kelly I'd have to go back and look, but if she was the only person in that event, the team's not scoring points. She's
Right.
scoring points, but the team's not.
But it also just means you're top heavy too, right? Like you're top heavy, and it kind of just it levels out. So
Yeah, they need to trade for like a third liner. Bring in some depth. Bring in a depth forward.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Man, I wish it was more of a thing. Like I wish that in high school athletics we would have been able to throw the hammer. I feel like that would have been my event. I was terrible at the shot. Something about the mechanics. It's all about mechanics. You don't have to be big to throw a shot put. It's all about mechanics. Same with discus. But I feel like, and same with hammer, but I feel like it's more momentum. And I'm sure I could have got that thing spinning.
Yeah. I'll say for me, discus, once I got my momentum there and finally put the spin together, that unlocked
it's just making sure you hit that foot plate the right way.
Yeah.
Let's say don't get it twisted. They got light feet now. You got slow feet don't eat. They got light feet.
Oh yeah. Shot put that. Josh, were you a spinner or were you a shuffler?
I was a shuffler. I was a shuffler.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
We
called it the yep. Gotta have the kick. If you don't have the kick, you're not even getting anywhere.
You got to get that like nice little feel or that nice little sound as like your kick goes like past the concrete. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
And the other thing about it that a lot of people don't understand, you have to balance first.
Yeah.
Get that foot off the ground and you gotta find that center of balance first.
Yep.
Then you can get the momentum. A lot of people miss that. It's very subtle.
A lot of people think it's all in the arm and shoulder.
Not all power.
It's all about getting up underneath that thing and throwing that bitch.
Yeah.
I throw heavy things. That's what I used to tell people when I was on the track. What do you do? You're a big guy. What do you do? I throw heavy shit. I don't throw it far, but I throw it.
I throw it.
I'm pretty sure if you went on Max Preps and looked me up, I DQ'd myself from almost every track meet because I was terrible. I was I was dog shit.
Scratching on purpose on your way out just because you didn't want it recorded.
I would touch the top of
all you had to do was try. You probably could have been decent, man. All you had to do was try.
I did try, man. And then my boy Shy Tuttle walked in his first day at practice. Defensive lineman for the Carolina Panthers. comes out to shot and throws like a 53-footer, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
And he probably woke up in bed with no technique and did that.
Yeah, and you know what? 3 weeks into the season, had an offer from Notre Dame for shot put. Just absolutely wild. Chose to go to Tennessee to play football. All right. We got anything else? We need to get Kelly U on this podcast. Josh, let's make that happen.
Yeah, we need to work on that.
I want her on this podcast.
All right.
All right. What's anything else? We have a walk. My walk to plank's the bracket. Bracket maker.
Bracket. You got to walk the plank, Artie?
Oh, do I have walk the plank? I don't think I have walk the plank. I don't think I'm upset with anybody.
This RG3 Ryan Clark stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did hear about that. That's like, to me, that's a non-story. I mean, whatever. that's a non-story to me.
I don't even know. I don't understand it. Any of it.
I think that's just a personal gripe with Ryan Clark. We don't know if RG3 is actually having these conversations or not with his wife and his household because we're not in his household. So I don't know.
And then I love Emmanuel Acha like throwing himself in there and saying like, white people, this isn't for you. Like, I don't like, don't insert yourself into this, dude. Like, Let these two guys figure it out on their own.
Acho has been the kind of guy that if he can make a name for himself on any type of story, if he can get any kind of click, Acho will be right there.
I forget Emmanuel Acho exists until something like this happens. I don't think about him until he throws himself
knows how to
into
make himself relevant. I mean, that's what it is. He knows
until he throws himself into a situation that like nobody asked him to be in.
Right. It's not dumb, but we just know what you're doing.
Yeah. Josh, what about you? Walk the plank?
Yeah, my walk the plank is this guy, Hammy, right here. Saw this earlier. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. In case you haven't heard, owner and president of
The Colts.
The Colts, gone.
Jim Irsay passed? I did not hear that.
He passed. He passed away today.
Wow.
Apparently, this was his last tweet.
Wow.
This was his last tweet. But yeah, Hammy, Jets Orioles at Jets Orioles. Yeah, that is wild. That is a wild thing to ask.
I don't know. I see I see a lot of stuff that's posted in hockey Twitter. That's like, is it fucked? Yeah, it's messed up.
Artie trying to put it together.
Artie's asked. Artie.
Go ahead, Artie. Ask the question.
Jim Irsay posted this basically at 12 p.m. It's 11:58 a.m. So basically 12 p.m. Right?
Yeah, at lunchtime.
And then Hammy posted this much later after
he
already passed.
He posted this during the game, during the Pacers game. So yes, the news had already been out because the news came out like right before the Pacers game, I believe. Okay. And this was 1 hour ago.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did he reply after the news of Jim Irsay died?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted him. That's all. Yes, that's an asshole thing to do. That's terrible.
Not gonna lie. You get a couple drinks in me, I could see myself posting something like that on somebody's post.
Jared. Well, what?
And then this person asked the question, Jeremy, he asked before the news was out if Irsay voted to keep or to ban the tush push. Very important question here that we may never receive the answer to.
Yeah. Wow. What happens with his vote?
I mean, it's locked in. He already made it.
Yeah, they already voted.
I don't know. If I'm Green Bay, I'm probably asking for a recount.
Why?
I'm kidding. We need a quorum. I don't know, guys. I'm on one tonight.
Yeah, so that's my walk.
No, let the owner of the Capitals die. Jared will be all over that.
What?
I said, don't let the owner of the Capitals die. You gonna be all over.
I don't give a fuck about the Capitals. They ain't even worth my time. Just win a game. That's all I'm asking. Win one game in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's all I want. You've been to. This is your third time in 7 years. Fourth time since 2006 when you won the Cup in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game. You don't think this team can win the series?
If they play the way they played last night, no.
I know the Panthers are the defending Stanley Cup champions. They still that good? They still that legit? That team?
This isn't a hockey podcast, and I could go on a monologue of how I feel, and just look at my tweets from about 6 months ago. And what I say is this team lacks scoring, like a skilled killer scorer, and they lack some grit. I don't give a shit. I'm the guy yelling at him at the team to, hey, take his fucking head off. I don't care. You had the best penalty kill in the league. Take his head off. Send him to the gulag. I don't give a shit. I don't know. Somebody run somebody. I don't give a shit. I want a little more dirtiness on this team. I want somebody that as somebody's like getting up or like maybe they took a hit, the play stops. I want somebody to skate by, like do a drive by and punch them in the back of the head. I want that guy on my team.
So you want the bad boy Pistons of the NHL.
Every team has one. The Florida Panthers, their entire team is that. And guess what? They went to the last two Stanley Cup Finals, won a Stanley Cup, and very well will probably go to the Stanley Cup Finals this year. One of their guys already has one of their guys hit the Maple Leafs goalie in the head so hard in game one last series, knocked him out of the series with a concussion the entire series, and he was seen throwing up on the bench.
I don't know, brother. That's just a little faith to me. Didn't y'all beat the Devils in 5?
The Devils had 3.
Didn't y'all beat the Capitals in 5?
The Capitals ain't shit.
A little. It game 1. It's one game. Like I don't know. Saints had the game 3. Y'all down 3-0. But
that's fine. I just look. Game 3 is on my birthday. That is gonna piss me off so badly. God, I do not want that. All right. Anything else? Gambling corner.
Yeah.
Initial line.
Early, the super early line. ECU is a 13.5 point dog to NC State. The line has already moved from 14.
Yeah.
Keep putting your money down on ECU, guys. Put pressure on the book. That's probably what they're asking, what they're wanting you to do anyways. But yeah, so early line. My thoughts are that's about accurate.
Really?
It's disrespectful, but it's accurate.
It's disrespectful, but it's accurate.
I feel like State. I feel like State got worse this offseason. Lost a lot. State has lost
Trust
a
me,
ton.
There's plenty of people projecting to win 9 to 10 games.
And they do that to them every year. If you ask any NC State fan, they'll tell you we're going to go 7-5. We may be 6-6.
My biggest thing is I don't think I hope ECU comes out strong and hot and rattles off 4 straight to open up the season, but I don't have the faith in that they're going to rattle off those first 4. I think they're going to stumble into the season and catch their wind at the back end like they've done over the past couple of years.
Well, let's look at it this way. Say you lose game 1. Games 2 and 3 are very winnable. I mean, game 2 is Campbell. Game 3 is on the road at Coastal. Coastal's going to be not very good this year. It's an easy place to play. It's not a scary place to go into. I'm sorry, Coastal. It's just not. And then week 4, what's that? BYU?
Yep. But let's not skip this though. Coastal has free concessions. I'm pretty sure.
Is that in all sports?
No, football.
No, that's just football. That's just football. Yeah, but that is a thing. They have free concessions.
Yes.
Free beer?
No, not free beer.
I don't think they can serve beer.
Oh, is that a South Carolina thing?
Yeah. I don't think South Carolina's on board yet.
I was gonna say, do not let ECU fans in there with free beer.
Yeah, free basic concessions: hot dog, popcorn, pretzel.
Artie, we going to this game?
Oh, I mean that's an easy trip.
That's an easy trip.
You and me. How about we need to do a challenge? Should we eat How many interceptions did Jake Garcia throw last year? Should we eat that many hot dogs?
It was 11. Yeah, you need at least 11. You're 11 hot dogs deep at least.
I don't know, man.
I
Sounds
can't
like-
do 11. I'm be honest with you. I could probably get 5 or 6 in, and I'm like, nah, I'm done.
Josh, how many hot dogs can you put down?
4 maybe. That's a 4 stretching.
Yeah. Come on,
4
especially
stretching it.
because I got to put fixes on top of it. I can't get on plain hot dogs.
Right. I can't do.
No, I'm putting chili. I'm putting cheese. I'm putting ketchup. Putting mustard. Like I'm not. Like I'm not putting onion.
Once slaw goes on it, 3 is stretching it. Like
I'm not
putting
putting
chili and slaw. 3 is stretching.
If I wanted a salad, I'd order a salad. Why would I put slaw on a hot dog?
Oh, stop it, Jared.
Come on,
No,
James.
I'm kidding. I don't like slaw really, but I'm not a mayo guy.
That's okay. Mayo is great in certain dishes. But
Yo, let me tell you about this kid that I know. That I'll probably see him this weekend at the beach. This kid just eats hot dogs raw. He carries them around in his pocket and just eats them
Okay.
raw.
That's different.
Like he's like, I want a mid-afternoon snack, and just pulls a fucking hot dog out of his pants and eats
like
it.
a warm hot dog too. Just a lukewarm hot dog.
See,
Yeah.
look, a fresh link out the fridge, not as bad. The pocket dog. The pocket dog is different. The pocket dog is different. The fresh one, the fresh dog out the fridge, right?
Because we've all
Because
done
look,
that.
because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're making hot dogs, if I've got 3 hot dogs left, I'm cooking 2 and eating 1 while I'm cooking. I'm eating the third one while I'm cooking.
I've done
Right.
that. I've done that.
Like I'm getting rid of the rest of the pack, but like I don't want 3 whole hot dogs.
No, just put a Ziploc. I put them in a Ziploc bag.
But I've absolutely
No.
eaten a fresh hot dog.
I'm not leaving 1 dog left.
Yeah, but like if I, so
I'm not
usually
leaving
if,
1 dog. I got to
if-
eat 2 though.
if I'm making
Right,
dogs,
I'm not saying just 1 hot dog. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not
No,
eating
I'm not doing
one
that.
hot dog.
I'm not just gonna consume 1 hot dog if I'm no. It's got to be 2 minimum. It's a 2 minimum. There's a rule to this thing. Like it's a 2 minimum.
2 hot dogs is the serving size to me. Like that is the serving of hot dog. That is the official serving of hot dog.
yo,
Like honestly, doubling your dog and sub dogs is not shouldn't be like that should be the baseline.
you
should get
should
dogs as the baseline.
it should be a quadruple
I'm a
dog.
grown ass man. We talking about 1 hot dog. 2 hot dogs.
Here, sub dogs is missing the opportunity of putting threesome on the menu. Because if you set the baseline as 2 dogs, can I make it a threesome?
Hey,
Hawaiian
And
dog threesome.
people drunk at Sup Dogs will do that.
and you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna have some kid up at the top saying, "I want a threesome,"
Yes, and that's fine.
and it's gonna echo
That's phenomenal marketing. That's great for Sup Dogs.
through down.
That's great for Sup Dogs.
Josh, Darius, one of y'all clip that. I'll send it to Brett.
Oh,
Josh might be on
yeah.
something. That was phenomenal.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, game day specials. The threesome as a game day special.
The field goal.
The field goal.
I like
The
it.
field goal.
I like it.
Make it a threesome.
We're on to something here.
If you tell your waiter or waitress, make it a threesome, you get $2 off. Or you get the third hot dog free. We'll get the third hot dog free.
If you say I want a threesome, and this is not legit. So do not go to
legit. Did not do
Sup
this.
Dogs and tell them I want a threesome. And you're
I
gonna
heard
be
this on the Boneyard podcast, and they said, "No, don't do that."
Don't do that. We have a good working relationship with Sup Dogs. Longtime friends of the podcast. You might get thrown out. If the waitress doesn't know what the hell you're talking about, she's probably going to look at you and be like, you got to go.
Yeah. Quickly.
You've had too many vulgar vaginas.
Quickly.
Ugh. Good episode, boys.
Good episode.
Yes, sir.
Smash ECU plus 13.5. I'm telling you right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, that's
Take that straight to the bank.
Take it.
Thank you for listening to the Boneyard podcast this week, y'all. We really appreciate it. We're ready for the summer. We're ready to hopefully ECU can pull off a miracle this weekend. But if not, we're ready to get into some football talk here in the next couple weeks. Make sure you follow us on social media at Boneyard Podcast, at the Boneyard Podcast on TikTok. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, whether that's Apple, Spotify, whatever. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. If you don't, already tell them what to do.
Walk the damn plank.
Damn right. And while you're at it, subscribe on YouTube. We got a bunch of y'all, a bunch of the boneheads. We need a nickname for our listeners, the boneheads.
Always, yeah, for the viewership. We appreciate y'all.
You can watch live on X, the Everything app, and YouTube. I don't have anything else. Let's get the hell out of here. Go damn Pirates.
As always, Pirate Nation, you know what it is. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Wash your hands, wash your butts. Till next time. Deuce.